Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today I have a delicious appetizer idea for your holiday table. I'm going to show you how to make my Spanakopita filled Phyllo cups. Now, I've made so many versions of Spanakopita on this channel, and I know that you guys can't get enough, and neither can I. We love it in our house as much as you all do. Basically, they're flaky, buttery Phyllo cups that are just cooked to perfection. They are also filled with spinach and creamy feta, ricotta, herbs. It's so good, it's so easy to make, and it's pretty elegant too. Just put them on your table, your guests can help themselves, and it's just gonna be easy peasy from there on. So let's go over the ingredients so we can get started. For the filling, I have some olive oil, dried dill, but you can use fresh if you have it, full fat ricotta cheese, some feta, black pepper, salt, 3 eggs. I have some chopped up scallions, also known as green onions, and roughly chopped baby spinach. And then for the cups, all we need is some Phyllo pastry. This is a regular number 4, and unsalted butter that has been melted. So I found that doing this in a stand mixer makes life so easy. I used to do this by hand. Actually, all of the 10 years that we had the restaurant, we did this mixture by hand. And just recently, I realized that the stand mixer just cuts the work in half. If you have one, take it out and put the paddle attachment on there. Now we're gonna add the ricotta cheese to the mixer. And then we're just gonna crumble the feta cheese in there. Always buy block feta and just crumble it yourself. It's much higher quality than the already crumbled up variety. I'm gonna season with just a little bit of salt, just a half a teaspoon. The feta is already salty, but the ricotta doesn't have any salt. Also some black pepper, some dried dill, and 3 eggs. And the olive oil, about 1/3 cup of olive oil. We're just gonna mix this until everything is all combined. Once everything is combined, I'm gonna go in and add the scallions and some of the spinach. I'm not gonna add it all in because then my mixer won't be able to handle it. But as it beats, the spinach is gonna break down and it's gonna be able to handle this whole pound of spinach that we have here. The last few minutes, increase the speed to about medium so that way it can beat really well, and then the mixture should be ready. Just give everything a mix so that way whatever stuck to the bottom will just get distributed evenly. And just like that, the filling is ready. Now to make these cups, of course, you're gonna need the Phyllo. Make sure that you thaw it out in the refrigerator overnight. Leave it in its packaging. Take it out in the morning and leave it at room temperature for at least 1 to 2 hours. It's gonna make it so easy to work with. Go ahead and take it out of its packaging right when you're ready to use it. Now I like to use salted butter most of the time, but today I have unsalted butter, so I am gonna add a little pinch of salt to this because it's gonna add lots of flavor. Just mix it up. But if you have salted butter, use that at home. You're gonna need 2 muffin tins because this recipe makes 24 Phyllo cups. You're gonna need 2 of these. These are small, regular size muffin tins. If you're gonna use the bigger ones, they're gonna be too big. This is the size that you want. Today, I'm just making half of this batch because I'm not gonna need all of those. Although these do freeze well. If you make all 24 of them, you could freeze 1 tray before it's baked and then take it out and bake it when you need it. Perfect. It was nice and soft, and it's gonna be easy to work with. So we're gonna make a stack of 6 layers of Phyllo. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay 1 layer at a time on my work surface, and I'm gonna drizzle butter on each layer. Now this Phyllo is beautiful. It's not sticking together. Every now and then you'll get a batch of Phyllo where the layers kind of stick together. If that happens, don't worry about it. You can pick up the 2 layers that are stuck together and act as if it's one. You don't have to worry because if you try to separate them, they're gonna rip and tear and then you'll lose both of them. So this is the 3rd layer, and I'm gonna keep doing this until I've buttered all 6 sheets of Phyllo. Now I'm gonna lightly butter the muffin tin to make sure that they can all release, all the little Phyllo cups come out easily once they're baked. Now I'm gonna cut this into 4-inch squares. So I have my little measuring tape here. So I'm gonna cut every 4 inches. A good idea is to make cuts at the top and then make cuts at the bottom, and you can match them going down with a knife. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm just gonna cut every 4 inches, and you should have 12 little squares of Phyllo ready to be tucked into the muffin tin. So we're just gonna tuck each square into the muffin tin. And I like to do it butter side down just to make 100% sure that these are going to come out easily. And now I'm just going to fill the centers of the cups with this delicious creamy spinach filling. Now I like to make sure I fill them all the way up to the top and don't put too much or too little because this is going to cook down. I'm using a little mini ice cream scoop, and 2 scoops is just the right amount. Once you're done filling the phyllo cups with the spinach filling, then go ahead and brush the exposed phyllo with some melted butter. Whatever melted butter is left over will be just the right amount. Bake these in a 350 degrees oven in the center rack for about 45 minutes to an hour, or until the phyllo is beautifully golden and the filling has set. I'll show you what they look like as soon as they come out. The spinach phyllo cups took 45 minutes to bake. It can go all the way up to an hour depending on your oven. Once they come out of the oven, let them rest in the muffin tin for 10 minutes, then go ahead and take them out and put them on a serving dish, and they will be ready to serve. Now, I'm gonna go in and take a bite because they smell amazing. They are like little mini spinach quiches. The phyllo is perfectly crisp and buttery and tasty. The filling is super creamy, fresh tasting because the spinach was not pre-cooked. I love cooking spinach pie this way. I never pre-cook my spinach, and it tastes fresh and delicious every single time. I think you guys are gonna love it. The recipe can be printed on the website, dimitrasdishes.com. If you wanna learn how to make these into little rolls, then go ahead and click on the card right here, and I will see you right over there. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I will see you guys next time. Yes, us.